I'm the Crafty Ginger for my last and final video of these beginner macrame plant hangers. This one uses a piece of driftwood and creates like a cool little basket to support the plant in there. So I'm going to show you the supplies that you need for that. You're going to need 1/8 inch cotton rope. This is cotton rope. I got this from knotandrope.com. You're going to need a pair of sharp scissors. You're going to need a piece of driftwood. This is hand forged driftwood from my friend's cabin at Lake Roosevelt here in Washington State. So you're going to need 10 pieces of rope, and this is 2.5 body lengths of rope. So I always put my spool on the ground and then I measure 1, 2, this is about 2.5, it's a little bit longer. But so maybe do 2 3/4 body lengths. So you're going to find the center piece of your rope. You're going to do a lark's head knot by finding the center, putting it over your piece of driftwood or dowel, and then pulling the tail ends of that through the center. Okay, and then the first line of knots is just a left and right-handed square knot. So you can see kind of our pattern here. We have 1, 2, and then this row we're doing actually 2 left and right-handed square knots. I'll show you that. So I wanted mine to be kind of even. So you're going to go left and right all the way across. So you'll end up with 5 square knots. I kind of like the irregularity of this piece of wood. You know, they're not going to be perfectly lined up because this has like a broken branch that it's, you know, kind of distorting the rope, but I think that looks cool. I think it makes it look unique. So there's 5 square knots. Now for the next row, you're going to leave these 2 out and you're going to do the next 4. And the next 4. So you're not going to see a whole lot of this backdrop except the top part. So now you'll notice on this row you're only going to have 4 square knots instead of 5 since we're leaving out the end 2 pieces. And let me go ahead and take out this plant so you can kind of see what the pattern looks like without it in there. So we take this out. So I did kind of a V shape. It depends on the size of your pot and how high your plant is too. So you might see more of that than you see on mine. Okay, the next row we're gonna do 2 left and right-handed square knots. So this time you don't leave any out. There's a left, there's a right. Now I'm gonna do the same thing again. A left and a right. Next 4. Oops, that was... There we go. Okay, let me finish this row up and then I'll show you how I'm doing that little diamond pattern and how to create the basket for the plant. Okay, we have our 5 sets of square knots, 2 on each set. Now we're going to take out these 2 end pieces just so you don't get confused. So this is a little bit tricky. We're kind of reducing down. So now these 4, we're going to do the same thing. 2 lefts. We're going to go left, right, left, right. Okay. Let's see what I did there. Okay, now we're taking out these 2 and we'll take the next 4 and go left, right, left, right. Okay, now take those 2 out, and you don't have to drape those over. I just think it kind of visually helps you separate it if you are beginning and you don't want to get confused. So there's a left and a right and a left and a right. Okay, that should be the center. Okay, now we're gonna do this side. So you have 2 ropes out. The end 2 are out on this side too. Okay, so now there's our 4, then the next 4. Oh, I'm sorry, no. These 2 and these 2 are going together. Oh, whoops, no. Let me back up. Okay, I forgot to do 2 sets there. That's why it didn't look right. Okay, now 2 of these and the next 2 ropes. Okay, now these 2 and these 2, and you can see we're at the center again, which is where we'll be joining both sides together. Okay, now you have 2 sides that are symmetrical. You're going to take the 4 center ropes of the piece and go with the same pattern, which is left, right, left, right. Okay, so there, that's pretty similar to what we have. Now to do the basket. Okay, we're gonna take these 2 outside from this side and 2 outside from this side, and we're gonna make a left and right-handed square knot. Now I want these to kind of face inward, so I'm gonna take these 2 are the most outside, those are gonna be on the center, okay? And I'm gonna start about there, which is about 8 inches lower than that last set of square knots we just did. So there's a left, there's a right. Okay, now I'm gonna take these next 2 from this side and the next 2 from this side and incorporate those in. Okay, so here's our center knot. This is the front of the basket. These 2 are gonna also wrap around and we're gonna do a square knot here. There's a left, there's a right. Same thing on the left side. Take these next 2, these are from the behind part. Those are going to the front and incorporating into the front. A left and a right handed square knot. Now we're doing these 4 together. So if you kind of compare, here's just the top part right here. Those 4 are done. Okay, now we're gonna take these next 2 from behind and come forward. And the 2 outermost ropes from the front are gonna make another set of square knots. Same thing on the left side. Left and a right. Okay. Now leave these 2 out and take the 4 next cords together. Left, right. And then these ones also left and right. Okay, we're gonna do this same exact pattern until we have all the ropes from the back brought forward to the front. Okay, so the 2 from the back are coming forward and doing a square knot with the 2 outermost ropes from the front. I hope this is making sense. Okay, same thing on the left side. 2 outermost ropes. Left and a right. Okay, now we're gonna leave out these 2 and go with the next 4 ropes. Okay. All right, so we should only have, here's our last set. These are 2 from the back, coming forward and incorporating into the 2 from the front, the 2 outermost ropes from the front. So this is gonna be our last set on the right side, and the same thing on the left side. Okay. Now, let's see, is that all I did? Yep, okay. So now, we're gonna do one more set. Sorry about that. Leave out 2 on the left side, take the next 4. We're gonna do one more set of square knots, and then we're gonna gather them all together into a gathering knot, like I've showed you in several of my other videos. Okay, now you have your bottom pretty much done. I'm going to turn this around so that we can work at the back, and then we're going to gather the basket together. So we're going to do a square knot at the back. There we go. Okay, and then your gathering knot. Okay, put the tail through the loop you've created. There we go. Before I cut that off, I'm just gonna check that this fits in here okay. So let me turn it back around. Okay, and there you go. You can kind of arrange this. I wanted to do a different plant in here that was kind of drapey, but then you don't see the basket, so I think it has to be a plant that kind of points up. So I'm gonna cut that little piece at the back, and there you have it. The 4th and final macrame plant hanger series from the Crafty Ginger. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you make this project, I'd love it if you tag me on Instagram. My Instagram name is crafty_ginger. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have more videos coming soon, hopefully. Bye.